Hey everyone, Man with Hat here to talk about a brand new blaster that I just saw on the internet. Now obviously many new blasters come out all the time, but this one actually caught my attention and I'm somewhat excited for, so I thought I'd talk about it a little bit more. Credit for where I first saw this goes to FoamFocus over at Blaster Time for finding this on a website I'd never heard of, but here we go, let's just throw it up there. Sorry, too literal. This is the Nerf Elite 2.0 Trailblazer RD8. What is it? Well, it looks like a Nerf Elite 2.0 Hammershot. Now it is part of the Wild Edition, also something kind of new. It's being listed for 26.99 euros, which translates roughly into 30 United States dollars, 8-round capacity, 16 darts, which are color-coded to fit the look of this blaster, and we have 2 pictures of it. And that's all we know right now. This obviously falls in line with the Hammershot style of blaster. Funny enough, the Hammershot released in 2013, but you can still find it on Amazon for a reasonable price. You can find it between like 16, 17 United States dollars, and nowadays you can also find 3 different color variants, the red, the splatter, and the stripes, that's what they're listed as, for also about 16 to 17 USD. Maybe it'll fluctuate a little bit, but all of these are less than 20 bucks. The Hammershot has always been just a fun blaster to use. It only has 5 darts, but the hammer priming, they've obviously incorporated that into a lot of blasters since, I think is really smart and it's really fun. We can debate, obviously, if the Disruptor or Strong Arm is better than something like the Hammershot or the Sweet Revenge. Not the point here. I think it's fun, and if you disagree with me on that, then you probably don't care about this blaster at all. I don't see the Sweet Revenge or its color variants anywhere, so it's really interesting to see the Hammershot still being listed online, but the Sweet Revenge, which is arguably a more stylized, sleek version of that, nowhere to be found. Something like the Hammerstorm, which was released in 2020, retailed for about 15 United States dollars, but I can't find it online like anywhere. Maybe this is popping up in stores still, whether it's in its yellow or blue variant. Are you still able to find this guy? It seemed like this one did something very similar to what the Trailblazer is offering, but it's obviously a much bigger and bulkier shell and fun, and you can put a bunch of attachments on it. Then of course, right after 2021, sorry, we're in 2022, wow. The Fortnite Sh was arguably one of the better blasters Nerf put out last year, and it was very simple but effective, whether you want to put on the barrel on that blaster or not. It's a 6-round hammer-primed blaster, comfortable, styling maybe, I don't know. It did come in at about 20 United States dollars, so slightly more expensive for that one extra shot. So the Fortnite blaster might get some new skins in the future. I'd be very curious about that. But the Trailblazer has 8 rounds, so are we going to see that be a little bit more expensive? Because it's listed, obviously more expensive, but we'll see what the actual price comes out to be. 8-round capacity is similar to something like the Negotiator as well from Doomlands. So the Negotiator was tall and kind of awkward. You can't really holster that. And then something like the Lawbringer probably being the highest capacity hammer prime blaster at 12 was also like a full blaster. I don't know if you can find those in stores either. I'm just kind of listing what falls into this similar category. From Nerf at least. A more relevant recent comparison for this blaster might be the Adventure Force Buzzbee Thundershot, because that has a similar capacity to what the Trailblazer is offering. Will it be better? Will it be worse? This one obviously will take the price at 10 United States dollars. So why do I care about the Trailblazer? Well, because this is my personal Hammershot. I made a video about this way back when. I really like it, even if it's not the most practical thing out there. The barrel kit is from Gavin Fuzzy, so this part and then this top section are printed from him. It obviously gives it a certain aesthetic that it is not the most like practical, it's mostly just for style. This is really fun to use. Even if it's not the most powerful, I really like the Hammershot and I really like the things that have been done to the Hammershot. These also look very similar. But the Trailblazer is kind of like a reimagining of 3D printed parts to make the Hammershot have a different aesthetic with a slightly longer barrel, assuming the sizes are going to be similar for the overall Hammershot body. The front barrel is only slightly protruding, which is probably a good thing. That means it's not awkwardly long, but it means you can probably aim with it a little bit better and maybe even holster it. Because of its 8-round capacity, it looks like from the other photo, you can see it'll be pretty easy to load darts on both sides, which is great. I overall like the aesthetic of this thing. I am a fan of blue. You can see this blue is similar to the like tiger stripe blue from some of their old Elite blasters, but then they throw in some teal or light blue, and I know some people like that and some people won't, and of course orange accents where appropriate. But the actual line from Elite 2.0 being Wild Edition, hinting that this might come out in a different color scheme that's not the Wild Edition, like there might be a normal color scheme coming out. I've seen some speculation floating around about Fire and Ice in the past, where this one being more like the ice and maybe we'll see a red variant. I don't know, this is obviously speculation at this point. The big concern from most people, and I 100% agree, is that this is in the Nerf Elite 2.0 line. Elite 2.0 has all of its flaws on full display at this point. We've seen Elite 2.0 flip shots, which are slightly different, but the original Elite 2.0 blasters are known for having some trickery in their cost cutting. I'm also really hoping that this thing has screws, because right now we only see the blaster from one side, so I'm hoping the screws are on the other side, meaning we can open this with relative ease. I'm hoping that they're not clipped together, and I'm hoping there's no solvent weld clipping this together or securing it together. Hammershots and all their variants aren't known for being the most powerful blasters out there, but they're known for being fun. So as long as this can live up to that expectation, cool. There does look to be a tactical rail on the bottom, but not the top. That's also an interesting choice. Some people have been a little bit curious about if the handle will feel well. I don't know. I like the overall aesthetic. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I just hope that this one is another good Hammer Prime blaster to add to the collection. And I'd be curious to know what you guys think, because there's so many new things coming out. It's funny that this is what pops out to me as something that I actually want to play around with. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Subscribe for more Elite 2.0. My wardens haven't broken yet. That's my small update for the day. Thanks again. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.